Y'all about ready to get started? Y'all about ready to get started? Can you hear it?
Wherever you want to. Okay, y'all come on in here. We have some desserts to sell. Youth, if you'll come up here. We need you to bring the desserts up, so if y'all stand up by the table. And y'all come sit down here. Everybody get in here.
Where are the youth? Do they know what to do?
Yeah, they know what to do.
Look at that. Look
They
at
know
that.
what to do.
Hi, everyone. We are glad that you are here tonight. I am Barbara Aziz. I am blessed to be the pastor here at First FUMC. And for those of you watching from home, you're going to wish you were here to smell and taste all these desserts. But we're glad that you're here. I wanted to introduce to you our brand new hot off the press youth director.
Hi guys, my name is Jennings Moore. I was announced this morning. Real excited to be here. This is gonna be really cool to experience my first, I guess you can call it like a bake-off, because that's kind of cool. I mean, that's cool to hear. But I'm really excited to be here. Thank you guys for allowing me to be here. I'm so thankful to be a part of a so far good-looking community. So. Real thankful to be here. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Yes. Let's pray before I hand it off to our amazing auctioneer, Charlie Bradshaw. Let's pray. Loving and holy God, thank you so much for bringing us together tonight. And we thank you for all the blessings you have given us in this season of Thanksgiving. Truly, we know how blessed we truly are. So thank you, and we love you. In Jesus' name, amen. And I'm holding my wallet, so there you go. Y'all ready to go?
All right, folks, I just want to thank everybody for y'all having me come again. I get a big kick out of coming over here and enjoy doing this for y'all. Don't ever think I don't. All right, folks, let's get started with our first item. We got a monkey bread donated by Audrey Hageman. All right. All right. Who wants to start me off at 25? 25. We got 25. How about 30? 30, 30, 30, 30, now 35, 35, asking for 35, 35, now 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, 41, 40 now, 45, 45, 45, 45, don't quit me now, 45, now 50, 50, 50, 50, I gotta be 50, now 55, 55, gotta be 55, able to buy me 55, 55, I'm not telling you who's got the 55. Now $60, $60, $60, gotta be 60, able to buy me 60, able to buy me 60, 60, now 65, 65, 65, 70, 70, 70, $70 to you out, lady. I got you at 60, asking for 70, 70, 70, 70, you're out, 70, now 75, 75, 80, 80, 80, 80, 80, 80, 80, 80. Now 85, 85, got to be 85, 85, 85, 85, now 90, 90, 90, 90, 90, now 95, 95, 95. Well, you almost, how about 100? We got 100. We got 110 over here. We got new blood, 110. Now 115, 115, got to be 115, able to buy me 115, 115, now 120, 121, now 125, 5, 5, 5, 25, 25, 30, 30, 30, 30, 20, 130, now 135, 35, 135, 135. Now 140, 140, 140, 140, 140, sold it, 135 to the lady in the back. All right, here we go again. We got a pecan pie by Lou Little. All right. How about that? All right, here we go. You tell me which one to be. Somebody start me off at 25. 25, got to be 25. Able to buy them at 25. 25 now. 30, 30. Able to buy them at 30. 30, 30, 30, 30, 25. 30 now. 35, 35, 35. You out, lady. 35. It's just 35. 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40. Come on, folks. It's just money. It's not some armored leg you're going to miss if you don't have. 30, 40, 40, 40, 40, got to be 40, able to buy me 40 one more time. $40, $40, $40, $40, sold it $35 your way. All right, who's taking down this? Yes.
I need the person who wins to
Well,
stand.
that's okay. The lady in back was the first winner, and then the lady in front here in the green. All right, we're gonna get. Oh, I already got one. Turned it around where I can read it. This is a sweet German chocolate pie, donated by Pam Jorgensen. Removed from freezer 10 minutes before serving. Oh. All right, this is a special one. All right, somebody start me off at 25. 25, 25 now, 30 now, 30, able to buy me 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30 to 30 now, 35, 35, 35, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, 35 now, 40, 35 now, 40, 35 now, 40. Sold it, $35. A maple pecan pie. Ooh, I bet that's good. Donated by Jolynn Ayers. All right, here we go. Somebody start me up at 25. 25, got to be 25. Able to buy me 25, 25, 25, 30, 30, 30. Able to buy me 30, able to buy me 30, 30, 30 now. 35, 35, 35, 35, 40. 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, 35 now. 40, 40 now. 45, 45, you're out. 45, 45, 50, 50, 50, 50. Able to buy me 50, able to buy me 50, 50. Now 55, 55, got to be 55, able to buy me 55, able to buy me 55, 55, 55, one more time, 55, don't quit me now. 55, now 60, $60, $60, $60, got to be 60, able to buy me 60, $60, don't quit me now. $60, $60, 60 now, 65, 65. I know she's going to quit it. I'm wearing her down. 65, 65, 65, 65, sold it $60 over here. Chocolate saltine toffee. All right, donated by Pam Jorgensen. Here we go again. Have somebody start me off at 25. 25, got to be 25, 25, got to be 25, 25, 25, able to buy them at 25, 35, 30 now, 35, 35, 40, 40, 40, able to buy them 40 now, 45, 45. One more time, lady, 45 now, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50. Sold it $45 your way. She was standing. She's just short.
It's a socket to me cake.
Socket to me cake with pecan. And Debbie De La Rosa. Let's give her a big round of applause. That looks good, good, good. All right. I'm going to start out where everybody can play. $25, 25 now, 30 now, 35, 35, 35, 35 now, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40 now, 45, 45, 45, 45. One more time, sir. 45, 45, 45. I'm in with you at 40. Now 45, 45. One more time, sir. 45, 45. You know you want it, 45. Come on now. Well, don't step on his. You're supposed to step on his foot, not his hand, and that way he reads. 40 now, 45, 45, 45, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50. Sold it, $45 right there. Rum Cake by Angela McConnell. All right. 25. Who wants to be 25? Now 30, now 30, but I'm 30, 35, 35, 35, 35, 35, 35, 30, 35, 40, 40, 40 now, 45, 45, 45, 45, 45, 45, 45, 45, I'm 45, 50, 50 now, 55, 55, 55. Don't quit me now. You're just getting started. 55, 55, 60, 60, 60, 60. You're out, sir. 60, 60, 60, 60, 60. Sold it, $55 your way. Oh, boy. Cinnamon roll bread. La Cuerva Bakery. All right. Boy, that looks good. Mm-hmm. Y'all know the rules. Everybody that buys something, you got to give me one piece. All right, here we go. Somebody start me off at 25. 25 now, 30 now, 30, got to be 30, 30 now, 35, 40 now, 45, 50, 55, 55, 55 now, 60, 65, 70, 75, 75, 75, 75, 80, 80, 80, 80, 85 now, 90, 90, 90, 90, 90 now, 95, 95, 95, 95, 100, 110, 115, 125. This man means business. 125 now, 30 now, 20, 30 now, 35, 35, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40. Don't look over there. 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40 now, 45, 50, 50, 55, 60, 65, 60. Now 155, 155, now 60, 160, 160, 160, now 170, 175, 200, 225, 2.5, got to be 2.5, able to buy them at 2.5, 2.5, 250, 2.5, 250, now 275, 275, 275. Don't get scared. 275, 270, it's just money. 275, 275, 275. Sold it 250 right over here. Thank you, backup bidders. With every bite, you'll just think how much you help these kids. There you go. Apricot strudel. I bet that's so good it make you want to take back stuff you didn't even steal. All right, 25, now 30, 30, now 35, 40, 40, now 45, 45, 50, now 55, 55, 55, 60, 60, 60, 60, now 65, 60, 70, 70, 75, 80, 80, 80, got to be 80, 80, 80, now 85, 90, 90, 90, 90, now 1, 100. Now 1 1/4, 1 1/4, 1 1/4, 1 1/4, 1 1/4, 1 1/4. Got to be 1 1/4. Sold it, $100 right there. A lemon cake by Angela McConnell. All right. I bet that's good. I had a lemon cake for my birthday last year. Really? All right, here we go. All right, I'm going to start it out where it might play. 25, 30, 35, 35, 40, 40, 40. It got to be 40, able to buy me 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40. Now 45, 45, 45, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50. Now 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55. All in, all out, $55. Sold it, $50 your way. Pumpkin bundt cake. Boy, I bet it's good. I believe everybody's insulin is going to get spiked today. All right, 25. Who wants to be 30, 30, 35, 40, 40, 40, now 45, 40, 50, now 55, 60, 65, now 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. 1 1/4, 1 1/4, 1 1/2, 1 1/2, 175, 200, 200, 200, 200. Don't quit me now, just money. 200, 200, 200, 200, 200. Sold it, 175 right over here. That's the way the auction's supposed to go. You jump up there with the big boys. There you go. Texas Governor's Mansions Cowboy Cookies has pecans, chocolate, and coconut. Debbie De La Rosa. Let's give her a big round of applause. Boy, imagine you put them in your freezer and have them frozen. Ooh, that's the way I like to eat them. I like to eat frozen cookies. I sneak out and get them at night when somebody's not looking. She goes out there, "Where's all the cookies?" I don't know. I guess the dog ate them. All right, here we go. You tell me. I'm going to start it out where everybody play. 25, 25, 30 now, 35, 40, 40, 40, 40 now, 45, 45, 45, 50, 50 now, 55 now, 60, 60 now, 65, 60, 65 now, 70 now, 70 now, 70 now, 70, $70, 70, 75, 80, 80, 80, 80, got to be 80, 85, got 80 here now, 85, 85, 90, 95, 100, 100, 100, 100. Now 1 1/4, 1 1/2, 175, 175. Now 200, 200, 200, 200, 200. You can bid 200. She's not going to hit you. 200, 200, 200. Now 2 1/4, 2 1/4. Don't quit me now. 2 1/4, 2 1/4, 2 1/4, 2 1/4. Now 2 1/2, 2 1/2, 2 1/2, 2 1/2. 2 1/2, 2 1/2, 275, 275, now 75, 275, 275, 300, 300, 300, 300. Don't quit me now. 300, 300. You're going to go home tonight and you ain't going to have those cookies and you're going to cry. 300 now, 3 1/4, 3 1/4, 3 1/4. You in or out? 3 1/4, 3 1/4. Sold it, $300 right there. Cranberry cake. Anybody ever had a cranberry cake before? I bet it's good. All right, here we go. 25, 25, 30 now, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30. I'm 25 with you now, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30 now, 35, 40, 40, 40, 40 now, 45, 45, 45, 45, 50, 50, 50, 50 now, 55, 55, 60. 65, 65, 65, 65, 65. Don't quit me now. 65, 65, 65, 65. Sold it $60 right there. German chocolate cake, Angela McConnell. Who is Angela? Right there. She must not get no sleep at night. She just bakes all the time. We're talking Betty Crocker. How about that? My better half's just like that. What's all that noise in the kitchen? I go in there and she's in the middle of the night making a cheesecake or something. I don't know. All right, here we go. On the German chocolate cake, there's not many of them. Okay, here we go. Anybody German, raise your hand. 1,000, 12, oh. All right, who wants to bid $50? $50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50. Now 75, 75, 75, 75, 70, 75, now 100. 100, gotta be 100, but about me 100, we're 75, now 100. 100, gotta be 100, 100. Is it German chocolate? 100. Now 1 1/4, 1 1/4, gotta be 1 1/4. Come on, one more time. 1 1/4, now 1 1/2, 1 1/2, 1 1/2, 175, 175, 175, 175, 175, 175. 150 now, 175, 175, one more time, 175, don't quit me now, 175, 175, 200, 200, don't quit me now, 200, I know he's going to give up, 200, 200, 200, 200, now 2 1/4, 2 1/4, 2 1/4, all in, all out, 2 1/4, sold it, $200 your way. Raise your hand, sir. All right, you got her? All right. Apricot strudel. Jerry Derringer. Something like that. Just think, in the next 30, 45 days, you can have all the sweets you want, and then you got to diet the rest of the year. All right. 25. Who wants to be 30? 30, 30, 30 now, 35, 40 now, 40, 44, 40 now, 45, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50 now, 55 now, 60, 60, 60, 60, 60, 60, 60 now, 65, 65, 65, 70, 70 now, 75, 80. 85, 85, your turn. 85, 85, 85, 85, got to be 85, but I'm at 85, 85, 85. Sold it, $80 your way. Butter pecan pound cake. Ooh, Holly Hopkins. Looks like it's got wax paper on it. Not many people realize that's what you used to wrap your sandwiches in when you was a kid. And we got 50. Now 55. 55, got to be 55. But I'm at 55, 55, 60, 65, 60, 70, 70, 75, 80, 80, 80, 80 now, 85 now, 90, 90, 90 now, 195, 95, 95, 95, 100, 100, now 105, 110, 120, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 160, 160 now, 160, 160, 160, 160. Sold it, $150 your way. Susan's favorite lemon blueberry bundt cake with cream cheese icing by Heather Blair, Sunshine Cakes. All right. All right, somebody start me off at 50, 50, 55, 55, 55, 55, 60, 60, 60, 60 now, 65, 65, 70, 70, 70, 70. Don't quit me now. 70, 70, 70, 70, 70. Go ahead. 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 75, 80, 85. 80, 80 now, 85, 85. Don't quit me now. 85, 80. Don't make the funny face at me. 85 now, 90 now, 90 now, 90. 90. Now 100. 100, got to be 100. Able to buy me 100, 100, 100. Sold it $90 over here. Let's give everybody a big round of applause. A Dutch apple pie, donated by Bethany Berger. Wonder why it's Dutch. All right, here we go. We're about to run out of stuff to bid on. Somebody start me off at $50, $50, 50, 50. Now 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55. Now 60, $60, $60, 60. Now 65, 65, 65. 65. 65, 65, 65, 65, 65, all in up. 65, 70, 75, 75, 75, 75, now 80, 80, 80, 80, 80, 80, 80, 80, $80. Don't quit me now, $80. You just bought something at the very beginning, you can still buy it. $80, I'll let you in, $80, $80, $80. The more you spend, the more I grin. The $80, $80, 80 now, 85, 85. Don't quit me now, lady. 85, 85, 85, 85, 90, 90, 90, 90, 90, $90, $90. Sold it $85 over here. Pumpkin roll. Donated by Angela McConnell. All right. Betty Crocker herself. Betty Crocker in disguise, right? There you go. Me, I always tell everybody I'm an angel in disguise. All right, on the pumpkin roll. Somebody start me off at $50. Now 55, 55, got to be 55. Able to buy me 55, 55, 60, $60, 60 now, 65, 65. Able to buy me 65, 65 now, 70, 70 now, 75, 75, 75, 75, 75, 75. One more time, ladies. 75, 75, 80. $80 now, 85, 85, 85, 85 now, 90, 90, 90, 90, 90, new blood back there, 90, 90, 90, 90, 90, 90, 90 now, 95, 95, got to be 95, 100, 100 now, 1 1/4, 1 1/4, 1 1/2, 1 1/2, 1 1/2, don't quit me now, lady. You can bid all you, 1 1/4, 1 1/2 now, 175 now, 200, 200, 200 now, 2 1/4, 2 1/4. Yes, 2 1/4, 2 1/4 now, 2 1/2, 2 1/2, 2 1/2, 2 1/2, 2 1/2. Sold it 2 1/4. See, y'all looked at me funny when I started it off at 50. Tiramisu. Tiramisu? Is that what is that? Okay. That looked like a dance or something. I don't know. It sounds like a dance. Maria Cadenas. All right. Give them a big round of applause. All right. All right, somebody start me off at 50. 50, now 55, 55, 60, $60, 60, 65, now 70, now 70, now 75, 75, 75, 80, 85, now 90, 90, 90, 90. Don't look over there. 90, 90, 90. Just raise your hand. 90, 90, 90, 90, now 95, 95, 95, now 100, 100, 100, now 1 1/4, 1 1/4. Got to be 1 1/4, 1 1/2, 1 1/2, 1 1/2, 1 1/2, 1 1/2. I'm 1 1/4 now, 1 1/2. Got to be 1 1/2, able to buy them at 1 1/2. Sold it 125 right back there. All I know is I'm proud to be here. I can't think of anywhere else I'd rather be on a Sunday afternoon than right here with you people helping the kids. There you go. We got a very large pecan pie. Just think, if you don't want to cook Thursday for the crew, you got a pecan pie already made, ready to go. All right, you tell me what you want to be. 300? Is that 4? We got 50. Who wants to be 75? 75, 100 now, 1 1/4, 1 1/4, 1 1/2, 175, 175, 200, 200, 200 now, 2 1/4, 2 1/4. Got to be 2 1/4, 2 1/4, 2 1/4, 2 1/4 now, 2 1/2, 2 1/2, 2 1/2, 2 1/2, 275, 275, 275, 275. Don't quit me. 275, 300, 300. Got to be 3, got to be 3, got to be 3, got to be 3. Sold it 275. Thank you very much. Check it out. Rum cake, donated by Betty Crocker. Let's give Betty Crocker a big round of applause. And anyway, all you backup bidders that don't win, just keep on raising your hand. Sooner or later, you're going to buy something. All right? Y'all doing a good job. Great audience. All right, we're going to start it off at 50. Who wants $50? Who? 75. Well, now 100. 100 now. 1 1/4. 1 1/4. 1 1/4 now. 1 1/2. 1 1/2 now. 175. 175. 175. 200. 200 now. 2 1/4. 2 1/4. 2 1/4 now. 2 1/2. 275, 275, 275, 300, 300 now, 3 1/4 now, 3 1/2, 3 1/2 now, 375, 375, 375, 375, one more time, 375, 400, 4 1/4, 4 1/4, 4 1/4, 4 1/4, 4 1/4. I have sold it 375 to the gentleman back there. Give him a big round of applause. Thank you, backup bidders. He's got money. Why are you going to want to disqualify him? Peanut brittle. All right. Made by Jerry Derringer. Here we go. You tell me what you want to be. Probably the only peanut butter in the house, peanut brittle in the house, so make sure you bid on this. All right, somebody start me off at 50, 50, 50, 50 now, 75, 75, got to be 75, able to buy them at 75, 75, 75, 15, 75, now 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, wow, 1 and a quarter, 1 and a quarter, 1 and a quarter, one, don't quit me now, 1 and a quarter, he's not there stepping on your foot, 1 and a quarter, 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 all in, all out, 1 and a quarter, I have sold it $100 right there. Are you Mr. McConnell? Mr. Crocker. How about that? We got a chocolate pie by Audra Hagelman. All right. You can't go wrong with chocolate pie. Need to eat it in a bathtub. That way you're already All right, here we go. $50, $50, got to be 50 now, 75, 75, got to be 75, 75, 75, 75, 50 now, 75, 50 now, 75, 75, 100, 100, 100, 100 now, 1 and a quarter, 1 and a quarter. Don't be scared, 1 and a quarter, 1 and a It's all you got to do is raise the hand. 1 and a quarter, 1 and a quarter, 1 and a quarter, 1 and a quarter, 1 and a quarter. Sold it $100 over there. Man, this looks so good. I don't think I'm going to let y'all have it. All right, the hummingbird cake by Ann Mott. All right, Annie. And my, no. All right, $50, $50, got to be 50, able to buy them at 50, 75, 100, 100, got to be 100, able to buy them at 100, 100, 100, 100, 75, 75 with the lady now, 100, 100, 1 and a quarter, 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 1 and a quarter. Before he paid attention, you said, got that bid in. 1 and a quarter now, 1 and a half, 1 and a half. Don't quit me now. 1 and a half, 1 and a half. I'm 1 and a half, 175, 175, 1. Don't start that because he sat back down with you doing that. 175, 175, 175. Sold it 150 right over here. Pumpkin cake donated by Mike Jones. All right. Well, Mr. Jones. All right, $50, $50, $50, $50, got to be 50, able to buy them at 50, 50 now, 75, 75, got to be 75, able to buy them at 75, able to buy them at 75 now, 100, 100 now, 1 and a quarter, 1 and a quarter, 1 and a quarter. Don't make that face again. 1 and a quarter, 1 and a quarter, 1 and a quarter, 100 now, 1 and a quarter, 1 and a quarter, 1 and a quarter, 1 and a quarter. Sold it $100 to the gentleman right there. Chocolate. Susan's other favorite. It's a chocolate orange cake with chocolate, butter, cream, icing. Woo! Donated by Heather Blair, Sunshine Cakes. Just like Grandma used to make. All right, 50, 50, 50, and 75, 100, 100, got to be 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 1 and a quarter, 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 100 now, 1 and a quarter, 1 and a quarter, all in, all out, 1 and a quarter, got to be 1 and a quarter, 1 and a quarter, 1 and a quarter. How about 110? 110, 120. 130, 130, 130, 130, 130, 130. You could have had it for 2 and a quarter a minute ago. Now 130. I mean, it's only 110 over here. Okay, it's a tsunami cake again. Tsunami or whatever you call it. Tiramisu. Maria Cadenas. All right, give her a big round of applause. All right. All right, $50, 50, 50, 75, 100, 100 now, 1 and a quarter, 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 1 and a half, 1 and a half, 1 and a half, got to be 1 and a half, able to buy me 1 and a half, able to buy me 1 and a half, 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 sold it, 1 and a quarter right there. You ever tell y'all how you get people to bid at the end of the day, like when I'm having one of them big auctions or whatever? I said, smell your armpit. Whoa, did you get a bid? On them hot days, you get a little money. All right, Dutch Blueberry, Jolene Ayers. All right, here we go. Got to be good. All right, $50, $50, got to be 50, 50 now, 75, 75, got to be 75, 75, 50 now, 75, 75 now, 100, 100, 100 now, 1 and a quarter, 1 and a quarter, 1 and a quarter, 1 and a quarter, 1 and a quarter now, 1 and a half, 1 and a half. Don't look at him in that way. 1 and a half, 175, 175, 175. No animosity there. It's 175, 175, 175, 200, 200, 200, 200. Got to be 2, got to be 2, got to be 2. 200. Now 2 and a quarter. Tell who wears the pants over there. 200, 200. 200, 200, 200. We got 200 now. 2 and a quarter, 2 and a quarter, 2 and a quarter, 2 and a quarter. Sold it $200 right here. Ooh, this was one of my favorites. A brunch coffee cake. All right, donated by Ann Mott. All right, here we go. All right, $50, $50. We got 200 now. 2 and a quarter, 2 and a quarter. Got to be 2 and a quarter, 2 and a quarter, 2 and a quarter, 2 and a quarter, 2 and a quarter. All in, all out. 2 and a quarter. Sold it $200 right there. Let's give him a big round of applause. He's been helping us out all day. Everybody's been doing a great, y'all are a great audience. It's great to be up here with you guys. All right, we got a pumpkin bread with pecans. Norma Garza, I think so, yeah. All right, you tell me what you want to do about this. How about, I'm gonna start it off a little lower. How about everybody? 25, anybody in for 25? 25, 30 now, 35, 35, 35, 40 now, 45, 45, 40, don't quit me now. 45, 45, 40, 45 now, 50, 50, 50, 50 now, 55, 60, 60, 60, 60, 60, 60, 60, 60, 65, 65, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, $100. Now 1 and a quarter, 1 and a quarter, 1 and a quarter. See, I was 1 and a quarter now, 1 and a half, 1 and a half. She can play too. 1 and a half, 1 and a half, 1 and a half, 1 and a half. Don't quit stepping on her foot, sir. It's 1 and a half, 1 and a half, 1 and a half. Sold it 1 and a quarter back there. Coconut pie. What I find ironical is, you know, the woman, she buys it, and he's frowning and all that. Yeah, later this afternoon, he ain't going to be frowning. He's going to be eating it. He's going to forget all what it cost. Coconut pie, donated by, I believe, P.D. Flurkey. All right. All right, here we go. You tell me what you want to do. $50, $50, $50, 50. Now 75, 75, 50, 75, 100. 100, got to be 100. Able to buy me 100. Able to buy me 100. 100, got to be 100, 100, 100. 100, 1 1/4, 1 1/4, well, 1 1/2, 1 1/2, 1 1/2, 1 1/2, 1 1/2 now, 150. I got 1 1/2 now, 175, 175, 175, 200, 200, 200. One more time, sir, 200, 200. It's just money, not an arm or leg. Something you're going to miss if you ain't got 200, 200, 200. Now 2 1/4, 2 1/4, 2 1/4, 2 1/4, now 2 1/2, 2 1/2, 2 1/2, 2 1/2, 2 1/2. I have sold it 2 1/4 back there. Let's give them all a big round of applause. Thank you, backup bidders. A German chocolate cake. Jerry Dillinger, all right, Derringer, excuse me. All right, we have a $300 bid. Who wants to be 3 1/4? 3 1/4, you got 3 1/4 now, 3 1/2, now 375, 375, you're out, sir, 375, 400, 400, 400, 400 now, 4 1/4, 4 1/4, 4 1/2, 4 1/2, 4 1/2, 4 1/2, 4 1/2, 4 1/2 now, 475, 500, 500, 500. We got 5. Now 5 1/4, 5 1/4, 5 1/4. Don't quit me now. 5 1/4, 5 1/4, 5 1/4 now, 5 1/2, 5 1/2. We got to be 5 1/2 able to buy 5 1/2, 575, 575, 575, 575. Sold it. $550. Give him a big round of applause. I'll tell you, all you young people ought to really, really thank all these older people. I tell you what. They digging deep in their pocket for you. What a great crowd today. Y'all are doing such a great job. All right. This is pretty much the last thing. You got a sweet German chocolate pie. Pam Jorgensen. All right. It's a sweet German chocolate pie. The last thing. Let's ring the bell, folks. All right. Somebody start me off at 100. 100. We got 100. Now 1 1/4, 1 1/4. Who wants to be 1 1/4? 1 1/4, 1 1/4, 1 1/4, 1 1/4, 1 1/4, 1 1/4, 1 1/4, round 1 1/2, 175, 175, 200. 2 1/4, 2 1/4, 2 1/2, 2 1/2, 75, 275, 300 now, 3 1/4, 3 1/4, 3 1/2, 375, 375, 375, 4, 4, 4, 4 now, 4 1/4, 4 1/4, 4 1/4 now, 4 1/2, 4 1/2, 475, 475, 475, 5, 500 now, 5 1/4, 5 1/4, 5 1/4, 5 1/4, 5 1/4, 5 1/2. 575, 575, 575, 575, 575, 575, 600, 600, 600, 600, 600, 600. Sold it, 575 your way, buyer. Well, I believe that's the last thing we got to sell. Anyway, it's been my total privilege, and I just really enjoyed doing this today. Thank you very much. Y'all were a great audience. I can't think anywhere else I'd rather be today. Y'all have a blessed day.